Good morning. Is it morning? No, it's not. It's well past 12. But hello, my good people. I think I want to give a little light maybe. Good afternoon, my good people. How's everyone doing? I trust that you all are well, and welcome back to Talks with Talia. Of course, you see where I am. I'm in my happy place. I am in my happy place. And I asked the Lord what He wanted me to say to the people today. And I feel like He wants to speak. Maybe I want to say He wants to speak to the women. But then let's see who it's for. Yeah, I think it's for the women. But also today, I am in the kitchen, like I said, and I am going to be cooking up not only some Cajun shrimp and grits, but I'm also going to be combining some salmon with that meal. And so, you know, I've already prepped. I like to prep and have everything waiting and just throw it in so I wouldn't be too long with you. And so I have already prepped my shrimp. I've already cooked them, my shrimp and my salmon. Did a little Cajun seasoning. Guess what, y'all? I made my own Cajun seasoning. So simple, so easy. Just got all our spices in there. Got some chili, some smoked paprika, some red pepper, some thyme, dried thyme, oregano. What else we got inside there? Did I say pepper? I surely did. Cayenne, yeah. And some chili powder. We got all of that. It's probably about like maybe 9 spices to just get this wonderful, beautiful Cajun seasoning. Oh my God, that smells so good. The smoked paprika is divine. And so let me tell you. So I've got my pot on the stove for my grits. The water has boiled. I added a little bit, half part chicken broth. This is the low sodium. I told my husband to bring low sodium. I didn't see no low sodium on this. Oh Lord. But anyway, that is some chicken broth, and I mixed that with some water. The same frying pan that I cooked my salmon and shrimp in, I have in this frying pan. That wasn't supposed to cook that long. So we got like a little sticky little substance there. So I'm going to start with my Cajun sauce. Adding some butter to my skillet. So guess what, y'all? Let me turn the stove down, maybe. How about that? Yeah, let's do that. And let me get the grits on. Let's get this grits on. My daughter loves some shrimp and grits, and she also loves salmon. I'm having 2 guests over for dinner today. Yep. And I don't know if you guys knew this. I think I probably have to tell you this. Let's turn that down. But I actually, Pinterest and me, we're really, really good friends. All of my recipes, I run to Pinterest for. That was where I found this. I wanted to do something different. I always have to think of being creative as far as meals are concerned, because I don't ever want my family to get bored at the same thing every day. And you know, Sundays is kind of like a laid back day. We've just come from church, had a wonderful time at church. And I had already made up in my mind. I went through Pinterest and what am I going to make today? And not just shrimp and grits, but some Cajun shrimp and grits. And so, yeah, Pinterest is my friend. And everything, y'all. See me in this kitchen making these meals. Everything is by recipe. I go for recipes. And so I've got my butter in that skillet, and I've already chopped up some onions and some garlic. I'm going to add them to my skillet. Actually, my onions first, because I don't want my garlic to burn. I'm going to just let those onions cook and get a little softened. And then I'm going to put in my garlic. Check this grits, listen. Grits can tend to be, I don't like stiff grits. I don't know who does, but I like a nice, soft consistency when it comes to my grits. I think I'm gonna have to add a little bit more maybe to this grits. But I like a soft consistency when it comes to grits, and I don't like a lumpy grits. I love my grits nice and smooth and soft, and not a stiff grits. So I'm just going back to check on my onions, making sure they're getting nice and succulent. And then I'm gonna add my garlic to that. But Mother's Day is coming up. I didn't even realize Mother's Day was so close, y'all. Mother's Day is on the 11th of May, if I'm not mistaken. My sister said she had to remind me. Mother's Day is coming up. Ladies, let me tell you all a story. My mother, many, many years ago, God rest her soul, many, many years ago, Mom, it was Mother's Day, and Mom asked Dad, it's so funny now, Mom asked Dad, my dad is Smitty, so Mother's Day coming up, what you doing for me? Dad said, what am I doing for you? You're not my mother. Listen, y'all, can I tell y'all, and you know Mother's Day usually is celebrated on a Sunday. And my mommy would be in that kitchen cooking every Sunday. Can I tell you, from that day when Dad said, you're not my mother, that was like trauma for my mother. And every time Mother's Day would come around, she would remind Dad, you remember what you told me? I'm not your mother. You get in the kitchen and you find something to eat then. She would, and mind you, my mother was just an awesome woman. She would say that, but yet she would be in the kitchen cooking. But it really, really cut deep. And I'm saying this because but a few days ago we were sitting down when Tina reminded me that it's Mother's Day. We were sitting down and I said, babe, I told my husband, I said, babe, I said, do you know the 11th is Mother's Day? And he said, oh man, I have to remember to send my mom some flowers. Y'all, I quickly remembered the reason why Mommy would be so traumatized when it was Mother's Day, like this hurt, this deep hurt because of what Dad said to her. And I'm just stirring this grits here. Let me stir this up a bit. Let me get this stirred. Get all these lumps out of here. Yeah, y'all. And I remembered, and when he said that, like I could feel a little something too. And so Angel was standing by, and Angel said, Dad, you please don't forget the mother of your children. Don't forget the mother of your children as well. And I was like, whoa, I was like I could feel like how young people say, like I was catching little feelings, y'all. I was catching little feelings. And I had to quickly, I went outside and I thought about that and I said, sheesh. I said, what would make men think that they would not do something for their wife, the mother of their children, on Mother's Day. And I started to go over that. And the Holy Spirit cautioned me. And he brought back the word that he gave me from the beginning of the year. It's okay. I don't know if I shared this with you guys, but I shared this with a few of my closest friends and some people that I usually speak to, or if somebody calls me with an issue or if there's a concern and looking for a word of encouragement. It's okay. Ladies, I don't know, wives, if you have experienced this. I don't know if friends, I have to say friends too, because I don't only want to talk about what happens or doesn't happen on Mother's Day, but it could be any occasion. Any occasion. The Lord is saying to us, it's okay. It's okay. And I was like, oh my God. It's okay. All right, to this grits, let me see if this is where I add this now. To my grits, this is my recipe. Oh, I gotta use this. Okay, I have some heavy cream here and some shredded cheese. And then I have to add some salt and some pepper. I think to my Cajun sauce, I need to put this stuff in now. So this is a cup of heavy cream I'm adding to this mixture. Let me get this here. Make sure I got all that up. I'm adding some heavy cream. This ain't too healthy today. It's me and my husband back on this little healthy streak. And then I have a half a cup of that chicken broth to this as well. Let me crank this up a little bit. And then add some Cajun seasoning. Let me see how much Cajun seasoning I need for this. Salt and pepper. Okay, hold on. For the grits, for the seasoning. 1 tablespoon. This beautiful blend of Cajun seasoning here. Oh, that seemed like a whole lot. But anyway, put that there. And then I am adding some Parmesan cheese. Oh, come on. I'm adding some Parmesan cheese to this as well, to my Cajun sauce. Let me tell you something. Pinterest will have people thinking you're the best cook in the world. Parmesan cheese and hot sauce, y'all. How much cheese? They say a 1/4 cup. I'll eyeball it. I mean, that's probably more than a 1/4, but anyway. To my sauce. Then I have to add some black pepper. Yeah. So, how many of us, based on, oh my goodness, y'all smell that in here? Oh, that's so good. That is so good. Let me get this grit stirred up. Because with me, the people be waiting to eat their food. I think I'm going to add this heavy cream and this cheese now to my grits. And mix that all up. Oh, that looks so good. Looks so good. I'm going to show you guys in a minute. It's nice, creamy, cheesy. What is shrimp and grits if it's not creamy and cheesy? We're cheating today. My husband and I, we're cheating today. So I think I'm going to let that rest. I think I'm going to turn that off. Finish with my Cajun sauce. Let this cheese melt down a bit. What did I forget? Did I forget something? No, I didn't. Let me just check. Let me just check. All right, the grits is done. You know what? It's asking me to put in some hot sauce. Sheesh. Guess give it a little bit more kick. Just a little bit more kick. That smells so good. That smells so good. I'm gonna lower that. So yeah, yes, as I was saying, you know, we cannot control what people say to us, but we can be in control of our response to what's being said. And as children of light, it should always be a response rather than a reaction. The reaction sometimes is usually negative. And you know, somebody might be saying, but man, Talia, seriously, they need to learn how to do better. They need to learn how to do this. You can't make anybody do anything, but you can control how you respond to what's being said to you. Next year might come and my husband might say the same thing. He might not wish me happy Mother's Day. He may not buy me a gift. And you might be saying, yeah, but come on, man, that's so selfish. But I choose to be okay with it, and really okay with it. I am okay with what he said. Now, here's the thing. I did call my husband on and I said, boy, babe, I said, I'm remembering mommy today. How what dad said to mommy went on to live in her heart for so long, and every Mother's Day she was reminded of this thing that you said to her. How many of you are perhaps dealing with the same thing? Somebody said something to you years ago. I remember I had a boyfriend who told me ain't nobody can ever want me with my scar up body. And I knew this was before I got saved and truly delivered and got to know about the love of Jesus. Because I want you to believe, saints, that changes everything. That changes everything. What people say, what people do, how they view you, how they look at you, it changes everything. Everything. And you no longer take on these offenses, like being offended because you hurt me. You did this to me. Don't allow anyone to do that to you. Don't allow anyone to do that to you. Oh, Lord. Y'all, I need some dishes. I bet I was moving. I told my husband I wanted to get rid of everything that had a slight crack, that had a splinter, and I got rid of everything, and this is what I'm left with. Well, I have some dishes in the dishwasher, but this is what I've been left with. So, but anyway, and I do not like paper plates. Paper plates are convenient, easy, but I don't like them. And so, yeah, I guess I could put this. You may be asking, Talia, so you maybe should just let it go like that? You know what? For your sanity and your peace of mind, let it go. It's okay. I told my husband about it. I said, babe, I said, I'm the mother of your children. I said, and even when you said that, I said, don't you ever consider that because I'm the mother of your children that you would like to do something nice for me? And he said, honey, forgive me. Now that was Mario who said, forgive me. Maybe you would have a friend or somebody else who you go and you talk to, and they may not receive what you saying the way that Mario did. Like, get over it. What happened to you? Okay, I said it. You ain't my mommy. It's just a fact. It's a reality. You're not my mother. You know, you just don't have any control over what is said to you and what is done to you. And so your response should be, it's okay. You may disagree with me. This has been working for me all these years, for these past 2 years. I'm going to go with, it's okay. Am I saying that you're not hurt? Of course you feel the hurt, but don't give in to that feeling that wants to come and put you in a place of feeling these negative emotions. And so, yep, I think I'm going to cut up. I told my husband to get me some fresh parsley to garnish my sauce with. My husband bought me, well, of course, these green onions I'm going to put on this. But my husband bought me cilantro instead of parsley. I asked for both. That was what he brought me. Nevertheless, it's okay. It's okay. I'm going to use some green onions, and I think I am going to cut a bit of cilantro up to garnish with. So I just got me some scallions here. I'm going to cut them up because I love a beautiful garnish. I'm going to plate this, let you see it. Nice cheesy, buttery salmon, shrimp, and grits, y'all. Get those stems off there. Cut up some of this cilantro. I have an avocado there as well. I think I'm gonna have some of that on the side. But let me cut up a bit of this cilantro. It's supposed to be parsley, but hey, I like cilantro as well. And like I said, some green onions. Give it a bit of flavor. This sauce is just nice and bubbly right now. Just want that to thicken up. It's thickened up a bit. Yeah, so I'm hoping that something I said kind of encourages you, to the one that's struggling with holding on to offense. It's my cheesy grits, y'all. It's my cheesy grits. Let me get a little bit more. Yes, it is okay, people. Oh, my salmon break up. I didn't want that. Anyway, let me take another one. Another piece. I think I just want to break this in half. So I'm really not going to eat the entire thing. Put some shrimp. Lay some shrimp up on this. Put some of this nice sauce on here. I'm going to use the same grits spoon. This is nice and hot. It's thickened up. I'm going to drizzle that over. Oh my goodness. Like I said, this just looks and smells amazing, y'all. That is my salmon. I don't know if you can see it. My salmon, shrimp, and grits. I'm going to sample this. It's finished. Somebody always, she don't come out her room. But she just know when the food finish. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's so good. This is right here. Just have butter on it. Go in with that shrimp. Get some salmon. What a beautiful meal for a Sunday afternoon. So now you know. Gonna make you some Asian shrimp and grits. You want? I say this tastes good. It tastes good. Yep. It's hot in the kitchen. Hot. So, ladies, maybe gent, it's okay. And this Mother's Day, wives, whether your husband tells you Mother's Day, whether he buys a gift, whether he acknowledges you or not, it's okay. And don't go being spiteful and don't do him nothing for Father's Day or say Happy Father's Day or celebrate him, you know. It's okay. We don't want to be spiteful. When evil is done to us, we overcome evil with good. That's what the scripture says. So once again, thank you for joining me. Talia Talks with Talia, and in the kitchen, and go make you some salmon, shrimp, some Cajun salmon, shrimp, and grits, and be okay. God bless you. See you guys next time.
You should have like an outro.